Hi everybody, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, I thought today that I'm just going to talk about my experience here on the Enchanted Princess this week. So, I don't know if many of you know this or not, but the Enchanted Princess is actually the last princess cruise ship that I haven't been on. I've now been on all 15 ships in their fleet, including the new Sun Princess. So until the Star Princess comes out next year, I have now sailed at least once on every princess cruise ship. And it's kind of surprising because this is a royal class ship, and it's the last royal class ship apparently that I've ever been on. But I thought I would bring up and mention just our experience on board. Now, I am on board with a lot of travel agents from my company, Travel Only, not my company, the company I belong with. And I'm on board with Anne and Gregory, our CEOs and presidents, and we're holding training seminars. For instance, we heard from Avalon Waterways, we heard from Virgin Cruise Lines, we heard from Exotica, we heard from all kinds of all kinds of different training sessions and everything on board. So I was quite busy on this cruise. I even gave a little bit of a talk on social media, and at one point I was going to talk about things like, why it's important and why, to help your business and all this kind of stuff. And then I just decided, that's not what I wanted to do. And one of the reasons that I changed my whole approach to the training I was going to give was the people I've met on board on this cruise. I've met so many people. It seems like more than normal by a lot. I just keep running into people and spending some time and saying hi to everybody, and they're telling me their stories, and I'm telling them my stories, and we have really nice conversations. And it's been like everywhere I go, every time I step foot out of my cabin, I'm running into people multiple times and having these great conversations. So I changed my whole story to tell people, what I think is important if you're putting yourself out there in front of everybody. And I said, number one, be authentic. Be yourself. Don't put on a persona. Don't put out what you think people want to see, what people want to hear. Put out what your true thoughts, your true feelings are out there, and people will decide for themselves whether or not they want to follow, watch, respect, disregard, hate, all those things, right? But that was a big thing that I wanted to try and convey to people, to be themselves. Everybody has a voice. Everybody has their own opinions. Everybody has everything. And just be true to yourself. That way, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But if it works, you made it on your own. There's nothing worse than trying to pretend you're something that you're not. And wondering to yourself, and then having to remember the thing you're not everywhere you go. So that was a big thing that I tried to push during this cruise. But as I said, I met so many wonderful people on this trip. And the cruise itself has been wonderful. The Enchanted Princess is a beautiful ship. Now, we saw 2 Broadway shows on board here. They had Last Night Rock Opera, and they had the Starlight Bar on the first sailing, the first show that they showed. And these shows were absolutely wonderful. I mean, normally the entertainers on board cruise ships are quite good, but I'm telling you, the cast on board here were spectacular. some of the best, like harmonizing and vocals that, you know, normally I can go in and say, well, that person's maybe not as strong as that person, or they, like, one person stands out more than the other four. And in this case, they all stood out. They were all really, really good. The dance cast was fun. They looked like they were really enjoying what they do, and that's when I really appreciate the shows with the dancers, when you can tell they're having fun still up on stage. I enjoyed this so much. Now, there's 2 other Broadway shows that we didn't get a chance to see, that the people on the next part of the cruise, because this is part of you can do 2 7 days, 7 or 7, or you can do a full 14-day cruise. Well, the 14-day folks, they're going to see the other shows next week. So I'm a little jealous because I have my own trip planned for that, but I was hoping, you know, I'm thinking now that I'm back on this ship in the end of August. So I'm hoping that this cast is still here. I'm hoping they're still part of their contract before I have to head over and cross the ocean to Southampton to come all the way back to Fort Lauderdale, where this ship is going to be. So if you're on the Enchanted Princess, I'm going to tell you right now, go out and see this cast. If you're anytime soon. The cast was actually one of the best I've seen on Princess in a long, long time. So, not in a long, like, they're all good, but I mean, like, spectacularly good as far as I'm concerned. Food on board, I've tried everywhere. I've tried specialty restaurants, I've tried the buffet, I've tried International Cafe, and I've tried main dining, and I've enjoyed it all. Not everybody has been as glowing as I have been. They're saying most of the food is pretty good, but here and there, they have the odd thing. Personally, I haven't had it yet. I had even the 360 dining I went and experienced. I tried stuff I don't normally like. I don't normally like octopus, but I enjoyed the octopus. It was really good. It was cooked thoroughly, and it was cooked kind of like with a flavoring that I appreciated. So, yeah, I'm going to give a hats off to the staff on board. I'm going to give a hats off to the crew. I'm going to give a hats off to the entertainment. Duvall is our entertainment director. Know him for many, many years now, and love when he's on the ships. He seems to be on a lot of my Royal class ships the last few times I've been out on cruises. Really nice guy, really funny, always tells these stories at the end of the announcements at the stage shows, and is always fun in the game shows. Very comical as well. So even that part is done really, really well. People have been raving about the 2 comedians that were on board. I think I saw them on the Sun. I think they were on the Sun Princess in the Piazza one night when I was there. And if they're them, I agree. If not, people were raving about the magician, and they were talking about the comedians. They were saying that the entertainment, as I said, were spectacular. I didn't get the chance to see everything because I was in training sessions and still have to put videos out and things like that. But if you're going to ask me, is the Enchanted Princess worth sailing on? Is it a good enough ship? Would I recommend another ship in its place? No. I am thoroughly enjoying this cruise. Even though it's a working cruise, I'm thoroughly enjoying my time on the Enchanted Princess, and the staff here has made it even more enjoyable. And I guess the thing that made it even more enjoyable than traveling with my friends with Travel Only, that I get to travel every once in a while with. It's nice to catch up with Doug and Terry and everybody. Well, it's everybody that I ran into on this cruise who just made me feel like the emotion just ran through me, because everyone made me feel so special. And I just want everyone out there that I met to know for sure that they are absolutely atop of my mind whenever I'm on a cruise, and I love meeting everybody out there. And I made this promise. Hello, Mario from Canada. I was told to say hi to Mario. Well, I hope you appreciate this quick little video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation. And maybe start looking at the Enchanted Princess for one of your next cruises.